In the quiet halls of Maplewood High, there walked a boy named Jack. He was 15, shy, brilliant, and often lost in a world of his own creation. While other kids played and laughed in the sunlit corridors, Jack spent his time buried in books, sketching incredible ideas that danced in his imagination. But, as we all know, not everyone appreciates a quiet nature. For boys, George, Arthur, Oliver, and Edward ruled the hallways with noise and mischief. And Jack, with his gentle spirit, became their favorite target. "Hey, genius, solving world problems again," George would taunt. "Oops, dropped your books again, Jack." Arthur would sneer, scattering them across the floor. Oliver would just laugh. "Careful, or you'll trip over your own shadow." Day after day, they chipped away at him with their words. And day after day, Jack stayed silent. He believed, as many of us do, that if he just ignored them, they would eventually get bored and stop. But bullies rarely stop when you're quiet. In fact, silence often fuels them. It was a rainy Thursday afternoon. The school was nearly empty, and the halls echoed with the distant rumble of thunder. Jack had stayed late in the science lab, putting the finishing touches on a project he was incredibly proud of. That's when he heard them, the familiar footsteps he had come to fear most. Well, if it isn't the little genius," George's voice boomed, bouncing off the lab walls. "Still hiding in here?" Arthur snatched Jack's project notebook from the table. "What's this?" "Notes for your next magic trick." Jack froze. His heart hammered against his ribs, a frantic drumbeat of fear and frustration. But in that moment, something inside him shifted. A spark ignited. He had been silent for far too long. With a resolve he didn't know he possessed, Jack looked up and said, his voice firm, "Give it back." Edward scoffed, stepping forward. "Or what? What are you going to do?" Jack took a slow, deep breath, not to calm his nerves, but to gather his strength. He looked straight into their eyes, one by one, and his voice, though quiet, was stronger than thunder. "Or I won't run anymore." He paused, letting the weight of his words hang in the air. "I've done nothing to any of you. You laugh because you think it makes you powerful, but it doesn't. It only shows how small you really feel inside." For the first time ever, the hallway was completely silent. No laughter, no insults, just four boys, standing there, completely disarmed and unsure of what to say. The only sound was the gentle patter of rain against the window. Finally, George looked down, then at his friends, and muttered quietly, "Let's go." They left without another word. And Jack just stood there, his heart still racing, but this time, with a feeling of victory. He didn't win by fighting. He won by standing tall. The next day, when the bullies passed him in the hallway, they said nothing. No jokes, no whispers. There was only silence, and something new: respect. Later that week, Arthur walked up to him alone. He looked awkward, shuffling his feet. "Hey, Jack." Sorry, man." A small, genuine smile touched Jack's lips. "It's okay." And it truly was. Because on that rainy afternoon, Jack had learned one of life's most powerful lessons. Courage isn't about throwing punches or shouting the loudest. It's about finding your voice, especially when it trembles. From that day on, Jack wasn't invisible anymore. He was still quiet, still thoughtful, but he had earned something far greater than attention. He had earned respect, for himself and from others. And everyone at Maplewood High would remember the day Jack stood tall. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content that inspires. We'll see you in the next one.